Hello, my name is Alethea Tucker, and I am the CEO of Jolie's Enterprises. I'm also
All
the
right.
host of a show
Hello,
entitled
hello,
Reinvent and Rise,
everybody.
and the
Happy
host of a podcast
Saturday.
entitled Leveling Up the Podcast with Alethea Tucker. I recently had the distinct pleasure of working with Tina Ramsey and CTR Media Network in one of her programs where she taught me how to get exposure for my podcast. She increased my visibility tremendously, and she showed me how to monetize both of my shows to make them revenue generating products. I am so ecstatic and so happy with the service that she and her staff provided to me. She went above and beyond what I expected, and I certainly got far more than I ever dreamed I would get with her. So I highly recommend her for any of her programs. I highly recommend her as someone to go to if you are looking to increase what you do with your podcast, make it better. If you're looking to get visibility, definitely speak with her. You will not go wrong with her or anyone on her staff.
All right. And just like that, we are back. Yes, and yes. This is morning motivation. Yes, morning motivation, where I come live every single morning to help jumpstart your day on the pathway of positivity. Positivity. And yes, I am incredibly early today on Saturday because, I woke up, when you wake up in the wee hours of the morning, you be like, okay, what do I need to see? What it is that I need to do? And I said, let me go ahead so I can have me some more quiet time. So what I'm going to do with you guys today, like I said, we are going to speak about on this Saturday the value of gratitude. And you're going to have to excuse my voice because I'm just waking up. And when I just wake up good and I haven't did all my natural things that I do in the morning, I sound a little like Barry White. All right. Well, anywho, I hope that you are having a fantastic Saturday, and more than likely you are sleeping in like most people do. You are thinking about, do I want to do something or should I just stay home? Some of you have to work today. So if you are commuting, the roads is more clear, school is not in, and you pretty much have the road to yourself, or you may be even on a commute to have a vacation. Whatever the case may be, you might be making a grocery store run. Whatever the case may be, this is Morning Motivation with CTR Media Network. This is our way of putting that positivity and also providing you a way to know how amazingly awesome you are. And today we talk about various different topics to help kickstart your day, but also change your mindset one day at a time, giving you tips and strategies so that you can achieve or obtain whatever level of success you consider success. In 2025, it is officially our year to thrive. And today we're going to talk about the value, yes, the value of gratitude. We hear that a lot. It is trending, gratitude journals, videos, and movies talking about gratitude. But what exactly is it? Uh, we're going to talk about this, how you can just transform your life with gratitude. Let's see. I have a gratitude journal that I created for myself to write down three things at the end of every day that I was grateful for, whether big or small. And I have found that when you are intentional on looking for things to be grateful for, your life is totally different. Oh my goodness, look at Gladys Zimmerman. Let me tell you something. Gladys have been following myself and being supportive of myself and the businesses for, oh my gosh, probably 5-7 years. I mean, when I tell you that she is a rider. She is. So this young lady, she is absolutely amazing. So go ahead and hit that follow button to follow and see what she up to because she also has different aspirations and different things that she do in the entrepreneurship realm. So check her out, check her out, check her out. So gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a part of it, but it's not all to gratitude. It's a mindset that shifts your focus from what you lack to appreciating what you do have. So gratitude, when done properly, it actually shifts your entire mind from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. Many of us, we have been crippled into the lifestyle, into the mindset because of our maybe your current circumstance is that you are maybe having financial struggle, maybe you're going through health problem, maybe uh you want to be in a relationship but you're not in a relationship, whatever the case may be. And due to the things that are happening around you, or you feel that is happening to you, you start developing this unconscious mindset of lack. So when things happen to you, you be like, well, it don't surprise me. And things like this always happen to me. Why are you expecting negative or bad things to happen to you? You should, you don't accept that. No. Like, say for example, I was around somebody and they said, I said, "Ooh, this person, they're going on a trip. This is so nice. I'm so happy for them. Oh, and they need this vacation. They finally taking that vacation and they are just enjoying themselves. I see the pictures and everything. I'm just so happy." And then the next person said, "It must be nice." Wait a minute. It must be nice. I'm like, wait. What you mean? That is a mindset of lack. Because yes, it's nice, but it's the way that you said it. Because what's wrong? You can do it too. You can do it too. And so, what is the definition of gratitude? So, gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of your life. No matter how big or how small that thing is, it helps to rewire your brain to focus on the abundance and the possibilities, which can help boost your overall happiness and your productivity. So these are things that don't cost you a thing. Many of us, with the current economy, we have to watch every nickel, dime, dollar that you spend because inflation is real. I call it shrinkflation. You paying more for food, but the packaging are smaller. So how can you use the same amount of money or a little bit more in order to maintain the type of life that you have been able to come accustomed to and still be able to pay the essential things and every now and then give yourself a little something, right? So gratitude is something that don't even cost a thing. And that's why I'm speaking on it, for the simple fact that you don't have to go take out another mortgage. You don't have to get another monthly payment. It is something that you can work inwardly to make your outward life way more better. Not saying it's going to erase all the things that's going on around you or in your life, but it definitely changed your perspective, your mindset, and it creates the environment that no matter what situation you are in control and you are going to be happy, you are going to be productive, and you have made the decision that you are no longer focused on the lack of what you don't have. You are only going to focus on the abundance of what you do have and all the possibilities that surround you of how you could make your life even better. And so, why gratitude matters? Tip number one: gratitude improves your mental health. It actually helps reduces your stress, your anxiety, and if you deal with depression. Because when you are focused on the good things, being grateful for the smaller things as well as some big things, it makes you feel good. It creates that chemical in the brain called serotonin, which is the happy feeling. Okay. And so taking deep breaths, thinking about, oh my God, I'm lived another day. I remember when I used to be really, really sick. I used to be really, really sick. And it seemed like every time somebody asked me how I was doing, I would always go through all the list of things that uh, was wrong. That was wrong. And one day, one of my friends, she's older. I have a lot of older friends. Most of my friends, even though I do have some friends in the 40s, I have most of my friends are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and some in their 90s. I'm surrounded by a lot of people that are 3 times my senior, 2, 3 times my senior, because people say I have an old soul. But anyway, that's a whole different discussion. And I remember one of my friends, at that time, I was in my 30s. So at that time, she was in her 70s. And she called and she said, "How you doing, baby?" And I said, my vision blurry, my neck hurting, my knee hurting. I got up, I walked to the bathroom. I'm short of breath. I had to stop, get on my asthma machine. I ate some food and made me nauseated. I regurgitated. I had to take an antacid, turn around and take a nausea pill. And then I tried to go to sleep, but the medicine that I was taking caused me to have insomnia. So I've been up for 24 hours and wasn't able to go to sleep. I mean, literally going off like that. And she said, "Okay, take a breath." She said, "What is positive out of all that?" I was like, "I ain't nothing positive about all this. I'm like 30 some years old and I can't, like, it took away my whole life. I can't even drive anymore. I have to depend on people to drive for me. Like, this is not fun." And then she was like, "Take a deep breath. What can you be, what's positive in this?" And she flipped every negative thing that I said and turned it into a moment of positivity and gratitude. She said, "You said that you can't, your vision is blurry. So the positive thing of this is that you still can see, because there's some people who can't see." She said, "You said that your neck is hurting." She said, "The good thing is that you can still move your neck. You can still feel your neck. You said your knees hurting. The good thing is that you aware that you can feel that your knees are hurting, because just in your 20s, when you was 25, you had a stroke and you were partially paralyzed and you couldn't feel your body from the waist down for almost 10 years. So I could feel, but it once it started coming back, but it wasn't like profound. It was like kind of numb." And she said, "But now you can feel, and you can feel at the strongest capacity. You said that you walked to the bathroom and you got short of breath. I remember the time where you could not even walk to the bathroom unassisted. You had to use a walker. Someone had to push you in a wheelchair to go to the bathroom." She said, "You said that you wasn't able, you ate some food, it upset your stomach, and you wasn't able to hold it down. You regurgitated it. I remember the time where you couldn't eat food. You had to drink nutritional milk drinks because you could not eat food." Then she said, "You said that you could not sleep. I remember the time where the only thing you could do was sleep, and you wasn't able to be active in your children and your husband and your family life because the medication made you sleep 24/7. I was like, wow, what a flip on mindset and perspective. So instead of being I was in a mental state of lack. I was in a mental state of lack. And for that moment, when she went through and just everything that I said was negative, everything that I said was complaining, she flipped it into a personal scenario for me, because she was my friend and still is. She in her 80s, 90s now. And literally uh, helped me see how my mind was not in the right mindset. And literally, from that moment on, every time those old feelings, that old mindset try to creep in, I would think about what my friend said and how she flipped every negative, every complaining thing that I said into something positive, into me being grateful that I could walk again, grateful that I could feel, grateful that I could eat, even though all foods did not sell good on my stomach, but at least I could eat something. Grateful that I could walk, even though I was in pain. Grateful for all the different things that, even though my neck was hurting, I could still turn my neck back and forth. just grateful for everything, grateful for the life, grateful for the pain, grateful that I could feel, grateful that, how about this, that I was still alive. Because most people who went through what I went through, they're no longer here. And so gratitude, slowly but surely, as I was conscious of that negativity that was in me and start reworking my brain and reworking myself and shifting from lack to abundance, every time that negative thought came into my head and I shifted to being in a state of abundance and gratitude, I would feel better. I would feel better. I noticed that I wasn't hurting as bad. I noticed that I wasn't in a lot of pain. I noticed that I could hold down more food. I noticed that I enjoyed the smaller things in life: drinking water, eating food, spending time with my family, setting up and just having a conversation, even though it hurt when I walked, but being appreciative that I still could walk. So, tip two: gratitude enhances your relationship with others. Now, think about it. When she said that to me, I could have just kept on with my negative thing, but I decided to listen to her because, number one, I was impressed that she was listening so thoroughly that she was able to reiterate every single negative thing that I said and was able to flip that negative into a positive. And the kindness and the love that she had for me, that she listened to all of this negativity in order to help me see how blessed I really was and still is. And then I showed the appreciation because I was so appreciative that she was even listening that thoroughly and was able to shake me out of that negative mindset. The kindness of others. I know right now we're living in a world where most people are not kind, but there are still some people who are kind. Somebody that you walk inside the store and you lock eyes with them as you're walking in or they're walking out, and they just give you a gentle smile. That's kindness. That's something that you can be appreciative for because we don't see that too often. So be appreciative of that. That's a good feeling. That's gratitude. Tip number three: practice gratitude, or practicing gratitude increases your resilience. Because even though I had that whole list of things, right? That whole list of negativity or what I felt that I lacked, that became the list of what I had of abundance. Because if I would have went back some years back when I had my stroke, I couldn't do half of that stuff. And I could not feel at all from the waist down. I didn't pain. I didn't feel anything. And I prayed to be able to walk again. I prayed to be able to feel any feeling. I wasn't specific with God. That's a whole different thing when we talk about prayer. You need to be specific with your when you pray to God to let him know exactly what it is. Tell him what you want. Just don't give him no generic thing because he gave me exactly what I asked for. I said, I want to be able to feel again. I didn't say, God, I want to feel again, but please don't help me be in a lot of pain. Help it to feel good. No, I just said, I want to feel again. And guess, Lord, he answered my prayer. He answered my prayer. I was able to feel again, able to walk again, but man, boy, wasn't, ooh, it was so painful. It was so painful. Okay. The next thing is, how can you accomplish this gratitude? Start by creating yourself a gratitude journal. You can do, and it don't have to be a journal that says gratitude on it. It can be a simple one subject notebook. It can be a little post-it or something, and you can just write down the things that you're grateful for. I like to do post-its, especially when you're trying to reshape your mind. So places that I know I'm gonna be in, I'm gonna go in every single day, like the restroom, like the bathroom, like the kitchen. So I could put positive post-its, quotes, Bible scriptures, posted on my bathroom mirror, affirmations where I can consistently remind myself throughout the day to be grateful, to live in abundance, to be positive. You can also share what you're grateful for to others. If you work a regular job and you have coworkers, you have some people that you talk to at work, you could share that with them. Of course, you can always share with your friends and your family. And if you have a significant other, of course, that is a place where you can share all the things that you are truly, truly grateful for. Set aside time every morning, or I would say every morning, every evening. Every morning you wake up, you can say what you're grateful for. And then as you work through your day, at the end of the day in the evening, you can write down to reflect on the things that you're grateful for. Incorporate gratitude into your existing routine, like doing your meals or while you're commuting to and from work or school. What are you grateful for? Show gratitude to your team if you are a business owner and entrepreneur. Learn to say thank you and let them know that you appreciate them for their hard work and what they're doing to help grow your company. Tell, if you are in customer service, tell your customers thank you, your clients thank you. It strengthens your relationship with them and just builds that trust and that loyalty. Use gratitude to overcome any challenges that may arise in your life. Instead of you focusing on the problems, appreciate the lessons that those particular things or problems, uh, the lessons that you learned from those problems or the solutions that you created from those problems. Flip those problems into solutions that can actually provide the blueprint, not only to you, but to other people. All the things that we have that are useful today is because it was once a problem. Lights, having a light bulb. Way back in the day, they didn't have a light bulb, they used candles. And they experienced a lot of fires because maybe they fell asleep when the candle was burning. All kind of things. Uh, they use wood fires for light and heat. But what happened when they ran out of wood? Because wood wasn't always free. And so, what can you do in order to have access to endless light? Well, someone had to create the light bulb, but guess what? Tesla, when he first did it, it it didn't work. I mean, he had to go at it more and more and more. I mean, a whole lot of different times before it actually worked. And when it did work, it only worked for a short period of time. But now look at us. We walk in our homes and we don't even think about how much it takes for a light bulb to light up a house. Okay? Think about stuff that we are grateful for. Having a roof over our head. Simple things, having a blanket, having a bed, not sleeping on the floor. you know, Having some food to eat, breathing on your own. What can you be grateful for on today? There are so many things. I want you to keep that list of all the things that you're grateful for. You start creating that list on today, that list. And then at the end of the month, I want you to reread all the things that you wrote, and you will be surprised all of the things that you currently have in your life that you may feel like you have nothing, but then you realize you have more than enough. In this world of you got to have this, you have to have that, yada, yada, yada. It's so much that you have that you don't even think about that you have. Learn to be grateful, learn to be happy, love to be content with what you have. And you will live a more happy, productive life that is way more centered around gratitude than saying, I want this all the time. It's not anything wrong with saying you want things, but when it start clouding out your life in a way that make you feel bad because you don't have certain things and other people do, then that's the problem. Then that's the problem at the end of the day. I hope that you use these tips, these strategies to understand the power of gratitude and how it is something that is free, but it does take some work. And this is something that you're not going to get the first time. This is something that works when you are consistently practicing this pathway of gratitude. It really is very powerful because when done consistently and right, you can literally transform your mindset. And when you transform your mind, you can actually transform your life. I want you to start your gratitude practices today by being mindful. And I challenge you to not just think about the big things. I want you to really be intentional and think about the smaller things that you can be grateful for. I'm talking about as simple as you're able to move your fingers. You're able to move your toes. You're able to take a deep breath. There are some people that can't move their fingers, can't move their toes, can't take a deep breath. They have to be ventilated. There are some people who can't think on their own. They're like a vegetable. What and that's sad. Okay, but what is it that you can do that don't cost a thing that you can be grateful for? That you more than likely take for granted. I did not realize I took for granted walking until I couldn't walk when I had my stroke. I didn't realize that I took for granted that I could drive and I was real mobile. I used to always go places all the time until I could not drive my car anymore, until I could not be mobile anymore. I didn't realize that I took for granted the very thing of eating. I took it for granted being able to swallow until I had the problem where I could not swallow. I took for granted the ability to be able to breathe easy when I could not breathe easy. And then I noticed it. The ability to be able to sleep, I took for granted until I felt when I had all this insomnia. I used to be up for 72 hours, 3 days straight with not any sleep because the medication that I used to be on back in the day, one of the side effects was insomnia. Okay? And I'll be up for days and could not sleep. Day in, day out, no sleep. But now that I can sleep every night, I am so grateful. What is it? I need you to really dig deep. What is it that you can do right now that don't cost a thing? But if you couldn't do it, you will notice a great shift in your life. But being that you can do it, being that you do have it, why not take the time to be grateful? Stop thinking about all the things that you don't have. Think about all the multitude of things that you do have and walk into that. All right, on that note, you guys, I want to thank you so much for listening to this morning's morning motivation brought to you by CTR Media Network, sponsored by CTR Cares, which is a nonprofit organization that was created to bring community and resources together through other nonprofits, and also provide education and support within the community to help you with things that affect your life, like digital literacy, like programming, like job placement, like letting you know where connect you to the places that do have job placement, things for your health and wellness, things that help you with homeschooling, whatever the case may be, connecting you with the things that are currently available. That is what we are building with CTR Cares. So go and check them out on today. CTR Cares, we are working on a directory, so it'll be very easy for you to be able to find all of these resources with one click of a button. On that note, you guys, if no one told you today that you are amazing, that you are worthy, that you are loved, and that you are important, I'm here to tell you that you are all those things and so much more. I appreciate you, and I am so grateful that you are giving me a small part of your day. Go out and make today the best day ever, but start it with a little gratitude. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great, amazing rest of your day, and I will come back tomorrow morning with another episode of Morning Motivation. I'm Dr. T&J Ramsey. I'm signing off. Have a great day. Bye.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment. A perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.